Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes of YouTube? I'm complaining for fun, and this is a new thing I'm going to be doing. And basically what it is you guys send me a loadout, and maybe I'll play with it if I have all the weapons. Maybe I won't. I most likely won't because I'm too cheap to buy really everything there, but there are lots of weapons that I do have or can trade for. So in this gameplay, I'll be playing Pyro with the Phlogistinator, the Detonator, and the Extinguisher, and just for looks, the Respectless Rubber Glove, and the Mercenary. So, basically, I'm just going to be talking about the loadout and what it does, really, because, I'm recording this before actually doing the gameplay, just because, you know, I felt like doing that. So yeah, you guys can send in a loadout, not including the hat or the badge or whatever, because I will include that later, or you can tell me Ghastly Gibbous and blah 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 blah, and I may or may not implement that into the gameplay. So in this gameplay I'm not wearing the Ghastly Gibbous. I know, I'm so sorry, but anyway, so yeah, we're playing as Pyro currently, I believe, maybe, unless I've already changed, because as I said before, I'm recording this before actually, you know, playing the game. You guys may be like, well, what the fuck? Why would you do such a thing? What is wrong with you? You're such a stupid person. Yes, I'm aware of that, and but you know, we all do stupid things, but I wouldn't really consider this stupid. Okay, so anyway, let's move on to the loadout. The Phlogistinator. Now, a lot of people are saying that the Phlogistinator is such a fantastic weapon. Oh, blah, blah, it's so amazing. Really, I would have to beg to differ. In my opinion, the Phlogistinator, it's not the best weapon in the game. I mean, it's certainly not the worst, but it's nowhere near the best. So, what the Phlogistinator does, it has a negative 10% damage penalty on all fire damage, charges oomph, which is it activates to refill health and crit for several seconds. You can't air blast, which, okay, I'll get to that in a second. And no random critical hits. So really that really sucks. Random crits, I mean, that's one thing that I love about Team Fortress 2. That's one thing I really can't live without. So playing with the Phlogistinator, it makes me sad. I mean, I get sad whenever I play with this weapon. I played with it a couple of times before, and I noticed that I would actually rather use the back burner, because at least I can air blast. And I mean, sure, it takes away 50, whatever you want to call it, 50 ammo, but still, I mean, it's much better than not being able to air blast at all. And that's kind of why I like the degreaser, but that's my own personal opinion. But anyway, no air blasting. That makes me sad. That makes my face sad. That makes my penis sad. It makes me soft. You know, I mean, we all have these things that we can't live without in certain video games, and my thing that I can't live without is air blasting with the Pyro. I mean, Pyro, basically, this is a great weapon if you don't care about your teammates whatsoever. I mean, really, it makes me sad. Like, I care about my team. That's why it's called Team Fortress 2, not screw the team and do whatever you want. Fortress 2, I guess. Whatever you want to say. So, yeah, I mean, you guys, if you like it, that's your own personal opinion, but I really do despise this weapon. I hate it. I really wish I wouldn't play with it ever. I'm just trying to get rid of it right now, actually. But, you know, you send me in a loadout, and if it has the Phlogistinator, I will most likely make a video with the Phlogistinator, with your loadout, saying how much I hate you for making me do this. But, you know, whatever. Also be sure to leave what class it is, because in case I don't have any of the weapons, I'd like to be like, oh, okay, I don't know what class the Phantom War is for. Is that for Spy? I don't know. And it's, as we all know, it's for Scout, but, I mean, seriously, that, you know, yeah. So, moving on to the Detonator. The detonator is basically the same thing as a flare gun, except you get to choose when you want to detonate it, hence the name the detonator. I mean, it's really the only downside to it is 25% damage to self, plus 25% damage to self, and that's really the only stat that it has. But I mean, it's a great weapon. I mean, I love it. I love using the flare gun, and the second that I got the detonator, I was like, yes, thank you, Jesus. I mean, I was like so psyched when I had it because I had heard about it, and I was like, oh, what's this detonator thing? And then my friend used this, like, oh yeah, it's basically just the flare gun, but you get to choose when you set off the thing, and that's been very, very helpful to me lately because I don't know if I'll do it in this commentary or not, or this gameplay or not, but I like just setting it off in a huge crowd of people, maybe on King of the Hill, even with payload. I mean, it's really fun because then you can just set everyone on fire and just watch the entire world burn. And if you're one of those people who, like me, who likes to watch the world burn, then, you know, you're just awesome like that. We are awesome, we are amazing people. So, yeah, I mean, it's just a great weapon to have with you. And I mean, that and the Phlogistinator together, I mean, it actually does make a really great combination, because the Phlogistinator, well, actually, the detonator in almost any flamethrower will make a great combination, because the detonator, let's face it, the detonator is just the shotgun, but with better accuracy and a lot more fun to it, because can you light people on fire with a shotgun? Not that I know of, and if there is, someone please tell me away, because I would love to do that. Anyway, so moving on to the extinguisher, here are the stats: 100% critical hit versus burning players. So that means if someone is on fire, like let's say you or a teammate set them on fire, and you hit them with your axe, it'll do a whole crap ton of damage to them. 100% critical hit, that means you're guaranteed to get a crit. But it gets negative 50% damage versus non-burning players, and no critical hits versus non-burning players. So that's one thing that you really need to keep in mind, because if the person is not burning, you're basically screwed against them with the extinguisher. But I still think it's a great weapon. I love using it, but in my own personal opinion, I would prefer to have the sharpened volcano fragment. It's not a good weapon, but it's sexy, and that's one thing that I like about it. But okay, so back to the extinguisher for a second. It's a lot of, well, I shouldn't say it's a lot of fun to use. It's not fun to use at all, but it's very difficult to master, I guess. Like, with me, I usually just use the flare gun, and that's it, with a loadout like this, mainly because I am so used to sniping and stuff like that. So the detonator is actually really great because it can go a very long distance, and then you get to choose when you blow it up, and that's just amazing to me. I just love doing that, and I love you all for watching this commentary and listening to me rant and rave about different stuff in my loadout. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. I have been complaining for fun, and you have been an awesome person for sitting around and actually watching this entire thing, if you did watch this entire thing, that is. Also, I would like to mention, just go follow me on Twitter if you would like some updates, and go like my Facebook page, go do all that fun stuff. Add me as a friend on Steam, because I accept any and all friend requests until my thing gets full. That did not sound inappropriate in the slightest. I've been complaining for fun, you've been awesome, and I will see you guys next time.